Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm back again. I know it's ridiculous how I look, but I'm homeless. I live in a shelter. It's part of the nonsense. It's okay. Um, I want to talk about the universe a little bit. We don't live where everyone thinks we do, and it's intentional. We don't have to be a rocket scientist to know they lie to us. Um, I say it all the time to people. Um, we know we're absolutely controlled by our environment, right? Um, well, what do you think they took control of first? The answer is religion. They took control of religion first. They created a narrative for us. And when I say they, it's kind of like a single entity. The darkness. There, there's someone in charge, and he's not a bad person, or he's not like a out to get anyone. He's trying to play God, and I, no one can play God. So if you want to know why we're making quantum computers and AI and all that stuff, it's to enable him to have more control so he can be closer to what God is. See, God is like a master quantum computer. All of our cells are connected. All of the earth is connected. All the humans are connected. We're all one, made in the likeness of God. And essentially, the person in charge uh, is playing God. That's all. And how you play God is remove free will. Free will is everybody's. That's what God gives us. Um, but uh, if you remove free will, then you become kind of a robot, and then he can play God. The darkness, the guy in charge, is the darkness, because it's nobody's job to play God. Nobody's. um, so how does he get to do that? It's kind of tiered. Um, for the people that are spiritually gifted, the ones that can find their way out, they're abused. He knows who everyone is. I don't know how, and I don't really care how. But, and my perspective, I won't go into details, but you abuse the hell out of somebody who has the gifts to understand. Uh, Religion, especially Christianity, that I grew up in the Catholic Church, they teach there isn't reincarnation. They teach that we're be afraid of death. Um, they teach you that there's a savior coming to save you. They teach you that God's out there in the clouds. All that stuff's nonsense. And I'm going to do a video on remote viewing, but remote viewing, which you can YouTube that, it's real. The CIA does it. Um, but remote viewing is proof that we're all connected through the mind. And not everyone has that ability. So the people that potentially could have that ability, they're abused. They're either taught super narcissistic behavior or super empath behavior. The more powerful you are, the more likely you're an empath, because you can feel other people's emotions. When you can feel other people's emotions, you're kind of like a lie detector if you get in tune to it. Um, Emotions are the right side of the brain, and senses are the left side of the brain. And a memory attaches your emotion to your senses. If I can misalign your emotion to your sense, then I can control you. Birds are funny. Animals are all connected too. There's a good one out there about monkeys who 100 monkeys learn, I forget what it is, but 100 monkeys learn to wash off their potato because they don't like the taste of dirt. And somewhere far away, the monkeys started washing their potatoes because they don't like the dirt. Only once 100 people 100 monkeys started washing their potatoes somewhere else. We're connected through the consciousness, people. It is what it is. And the brain and the mind are two different things. The brain is your functioning 3D body that remembers stuff and is supposed to heal your body. The mind is God. It's all the thoughts available from all time. If you believe in yourself, you can attain that knowledge. So the empaths, the real strong humans, are taught not to believe in themselves. And the narcissists are taught to believe in themselves too much. They're like a shield for them to abuse the empaths. If I make you not believe in yourself, and I make a whole nother group of people that believe too much in themselves, the polarity of it is nobody believes in themselves. nobody understands that everybody counts. See, our job through God, through our real Almighty, the source, the penumbra, the ether, it's just love. But in there, we're supposed to believe in ourselves and help each other to believe in one another. But with a narcissist, they believe everything is someone else's fault, and with an empath, they believe everything is their fault. Guilt. The Catholic Church, shame and guilt, right? You're no good. You're a sinner. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's removing free will. You're supposed to make whatever decision you want and then learn the lesson. Not feel guilty about it. It's a lesson. So the guy in charge is playing God. And what he wants to do is create 5 levels. And the 5 levels are like, the elite, and then the noble, or politicians, and then the professional class, like the doctors and the lawyers and the executives, and then the working class, and then the people that don't count. Well, the people that don't count are the most amazing folks on the planet because they've been put there because they threaten the rule of the guy trying to play God. And I say it's a God because in our universe, men are more important than women. Fundamentally, man is more important than women based on an energetic level. We live in an energetic world, and the rules of this universe, which aren't the rules in the new dimension where we're going, but here where we are, men are more important than women. You have a golden child and a scapegoat. Countries are designed to fight. See, it's all part of the plan. It makes you controllable, keeps you out of your mind, right? And if you're out of your mind, the man in charge has access to your mind, right? That's the point of social media. That's the point of parenting methods. Everything is to keep you out of your mind and in your lizard brain, where you're triggered and you're predictable and you're controllable. If you're controllable, he's got no issues with you. You're following his path, which everyone's supposed to have a rut, and you get in your rut and you live and you die and you repeat. He stays in control, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I think, and I don't know, but I seen a great video on Bible story there that Lucifer was enshrined at the Vatican in 1963. And I believe that. 1963 is the year JFK died. I believe he was here to do big, great things, to design a new universe where everything was a little more balanced. But because he wanted balance, and then the powers that be, which is just the darkness, took care of them so they could maintain control. There's a lot of people, elites, that have been in control a long time, and they want to stay in control. And you can't blame them, right? If you could have everything you wanted, then that's the life they pick. But it's not the right pick. And I wish you guys would listen to me. The right pick is everybody gets what they want. Right? See how that works? You still get what you want, everything you want, from your heart. Your heart's desire, not your lizard brain is telling you you want a Bugatti and you want a 10,000 square foot home, and you want 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 and you want. But want is the sin. Your heart, if you let your heart lead the way, then you can have peace, right? If you live in a 10,000 square foot home, it's empty. If you have a $400,000 Bugatti, it doesn't even work in the rain. Like, it's just a want so that other people think you're better than them, right? And better than is always a sin, because we're all human and we're all God's children. And I'm at 11 minutes, so I'm going to cut this one off and keep going.